Hello everyone, welcome to this video session on how to create Google Forms part 3. In this part, we are going to discuss how to administer Google Forms for test or quiz effectively. I'm going to discuss one particular add-on for that purpose. Before going to that, I'm making you clear that I have just made some changes in the demo form that we used in the last video, part 2. See, I have changed the title as a quiz on ICT, and then also changed the color of the form. You can see it is in green color now with green background, and I have made this as name of the student because we're administering it for a student. Assume that it is for a student, and I have added the class by using a drop down here, right? I have limited number of classes here, 6 only. If there are plenty of classes, for example, more than 10 15, in that case you can give it as a short answer question, right? No need to go for this. Only the reason why we give drop down is if you want identical type, identical form of type. ಯಾಕೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. The reason why you need identical typing is that when you receive the responses from the participants, when you do the sorting out of the result, while analyzing the result in drawing charts or inferring result from this, you get same 6 categories if there is no change in the spelling. If somebody writes first B as a B in small letter and or B in cap and A in small letter, what happens? That is taken as a different form in a chart that you're going to, the different category in your chart. That means instead of 6, you get about 8 classes there. That's why when you give drop down like this, exactly 6 areas will be possible in response analysis. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಬರುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಅದರಿಂದ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಡೌನನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಖರವಾದ ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಡೌನ್. Certainly it isn't possible with name of the candidate, participants or student. That's the thing. College name that they will type. Even in this case, say you have done some program, some people have registered for that, and you get that in the registration form. I mean, while registering they enter their college name. The same can be given here in drop down. Copy and paste is possible, right? You need not type from the Excel sheet. You can copy the entire list and can paste it here. That's the easiest way you can give in drop down. Collecting mobile number is always better when you're doing quiz or something, because you may have to communicate them in future related to certificate if you added certificate. Of course, we're going to see how to add certificate and how to analyze the responses received or data validation and all that in the next videos which follow this. Okay, so ಈ 4 ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ even email. Okay, now in the section 2 we have questions. These are already we have included questions. 4 questions were included in the last video. So then here I have added some video. Identify the content of this video is given here. I don't have to this content is given here, right? Based on this I can give them questions, add questions ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಎ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ರೈಟ್? ಎನಿಹೌ ವಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಐ ಗೋ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಎ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೈ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈಚೆ ತರಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಇದನ್ನು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈಗ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ರೈಟ್? ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಡ್ರ್ಯಾಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈಚೆ ಬಂತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ create section by particular question, but we have to add a question and drag the question to that place. I hope it's clear. And there after this they can go for submission. Okay, there are 3 sections. So we have 4 questions, therefore 5 marks for each ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು it is total 20 ಇದೆ, right? Yeah. Now let's go to how to make it effectively using add-ons. See, I have so many add-ons here, right? These are all the add-ons already used or for different purposes, are tried just if it is possible to use. So now you can go here, right there, you get an add-on in this place. So when you click on these 3 dots, you get add-on option here. This add-on is a gateway for you to explore various possibilities in using Google Forms. When you click on add-on, this window pops up, Google Workspace Marketplace. You have a variety of add-ons. For example, if you need data analysis, variety of add-ons on preview can be seen here. Each one supports Google Form in its own way and make it more effective. So in this case, I'm trying to show one demo. That is, we want to make our quiz a bit more effective by adding some timer for that. I just type timer here in search and I clicked it. You will find a number of time setting options for our form. This is already installed in my case. To install, what you have to do is you can click on this, and in this case I have already installed it. You can go for I did not I think uninstall and show that. See, I can go for this installation process, choosing one email, accepting terms and conditions, and once I install that, the installed app will appear here. For example, in this case I'm opening this one now. See, when I clicked on open, it appears as help. So you can do one thing in that case. You can close that and you can reload the form, and then you can click on that. Then appears configure. In the process of configuring, it will ask certain things. In my case, it is already configured and add-on enabled. You need to choose one more time Gmail account. A page opens like this. There you need to choose one Gmail account, and you need to set these options also, whatever you want, right? For example, if you need a demo camera tracking, camera needed, you can choose that one. Camera for any time, camera tracking is possible. And if you need time added, you can do that one also. See, I can show you demo here. For example, you can see our form is now with time applied. See, now open the form with the time is there here. Here in this case, my form continue, keep the current draft. So now time is applied to our form. You can see here 29 minutes. I mean, it started half an hour time is allotted to this whole form. The student has to submit within this half an hour. Similarly, a demo, this is also possible. I mean, I close this window now. You will see we can also add this camera tracking whenever needed. So I can try that demo test. I think I don't want to continue further. And then I can go for send a test option, or public form link is possible. Open registration. Now I can copy the link here, right? This link can be copied and can be shared to our students who in that case. I think this is one possibility. You can do all the other experiments, I think, along with these add-ons. You can do different possibilities. You can try different possibilities. I just showed you how to add timings for your form and make it more effective. Another simple inbuilt opportunity, option for you is you can go to this presentation. You have shuffle question order. When you click on shuffle question order, you will see, I'll show you in the preview. My first question is first question of the quiz here is I think in the next page it's available. You will see in the first page, it's the first section itself, college name comes in the beginning. name of the student next. But one danger with shuffling is that, in this case, you will find this starts with college name, right? I need this in the beginning. When you go for shuffling questions, there will not be any ordered, presentation of questions in form. They randomly pick the questions. Therefore, what happens? Sometimes those who fill the form get confused. They may fill by in urgency name here and college name here. That's why drop down can help you. Only name of the student can be allowed to write. College name and all these things can be given in drop downs if possible. But if it is an open quiz, for example, inter college quiz, college name is not possible to place. Shuffling question is therefore a little risky also. Anyhow, like that, using all these shuffling question and timer, and you can make timer and picturing. By adding this, you can make this form even more effective and administer a test or a quiz effectively using Google Form. It is possible to do that. So because at the end of the timer, you have given maybe half an hour for that matter, the form automatically closes and cannot submit at all, right? And these are the possibilities in quiz, but still there are limitations also. While doing this, a good network is very much needed, otherwise the processing becomes slow. So that's this video is about how to make one possibility of making quiz or test effectively using Google Form is shown here. In the next video that follow this, I'm going to show you adding certificates to your Google Form. Thank you for watching.